So today's project is a quick and easy little St. Patrick's Day decoration for your dollhouse. Stay tuned and find out how to make it. So let's get started. First, let's look at what we need to have to work on this project. We need one of these candle cups. Now this candle cup I bought this time, it was the biggest one at my craft store. And it says, all it says is candle cup 5/8 inch hole. And these packages cost about $1, and there were two this size in this package. So we'll need one of those for our project. We will need some black paint because you'll need to paint your candle cup black. You'll also need a small piece of foam. This is a piece of builder's foam. I bought a big sheet of that, oh gosh, several years ago to build a project, and I've built so many things out of that, and right now I've got lots of little pieces, so you'll see how that works in a minute. You need two packages of the St. Patrick's Day confetti that they sell in the craft store. One of them is all these little green shamrocks, and the other kind had little pots of gold and little stars. We won't be using the stars in this, but we'll be using some of the pots of gold. We also need wire. We need some green wire and some gold wire. These are both craft wires. I bought them at the craft store. I had a big package with lots of spools of lots of colors. I'll show you that in a minute, what we're going to do. We need both our fast grab tacky and also some just regular Elmer's type glue. This brand or an off brand, it doesn't matter. You will need a pair of tweezers. You will need a pair of pliers with either a separate set of wire cutters and needle nose pliers, or a set that has both, because you'll need to cut the wire, and then we'll need these later. You will need, you will also need some gold glitter. And this isn't a really fine glitter. This is a pretty coarse glitter. It works perfect for this project. So the first thing I did was I cut some wire, and I'll show you on one of the gold ones. And I laid down the little piece of confetti and dipped my wire into, this is some of the thick tacky glue. Let's see, I'm going to put a little more in there that's already dried up. Dip that in the thick glue, and you want quite a bit on your piece of wire. Put it on there, and then line up the second piece of confetti and press it down. And these will need to dry. So I've got another one here that's all dry. Our other thing we need to do is make some of these little springy things. I don't know what else to call them. I call them springy things. For that, you will need, that's what else we need, is something skinny to wrap it around. You could use a toothpick. I'm using this old knitting needle that I use for a lot of things. And just wind your wire around. Don't worry about this first end. We're going to actually cut that part off. We will waste a little wire that way, but not a lot. Cut it. Then pull this off, and I like to cut close to where it's actually starting to really be close. And there, some short ones, some long ones. You want some variety. Now, take your pot. Like I said, this is all painted black. And first, run some of this glue. You could use your fast grab tacky. You can use this. This glue, for this part, it doesn't really matter. Now I did pre-size this. I made sure this was going to fit into the hole. And then press it in so it's pretty much level. And I'm getting a wet wipe because I got glue all over myself. Now take that same Elmer's type glue and put a big, thick coat on the top. If there's a space between your foam and the pot, fill that with glue too. Now carefully open up your glitter. Take this and dip it in. You want to completely cover. And now right away put the lid back on your glitter, because glitter will be in everything if you don't. I'll be vacuuming up glitter for a week, I'm sure. Now, we need to put our things in here. We're going to take, and I like to use pliers for this because I find it's easier to get down there. Now grab on pretty close to the bottom end, and this needs to be done while this glue is still wet. If you wait until the glue is dry, there's a hard surface and you won't be able to push in. And push down. And then do the same thing with your little shamrocks. I'd made the shamrock pieces the same as I did the other. I simply used the thick glue and sandwiched the wire in between two of the pieces of confetti. Now and this one's too, I think this is really too long. I'm going to cut this one off. I like to do things in odd numbers. So I put one of the big ones in because it's kind of big. And then I'm going to put in 3 of the shamrocks. I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter. And put them in the way you want them. Doesn't have to be done exactly like this. And then put in these little spiral pieces. And I've got one gold spiral piece. And I've got the 2 green ones. And that's really all there is to this. You could set this by your front door of your dollhouse. You could put it as a centerpiece. Whatever. It's just a little pot of St. Patrick's Day gold. We'll have fun with the project, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.